Greetings. Today we will discuss why heavy metals accumulate in our bodies and the truth about chelation therapy in Florida. Welcome to Florida, the land of beautiful beaches, questionable election results, and enough industrial runoff to turn your internal organs into a chemistry set. You came here for the sun, but you stayed despite the cumulative toxic load of 100 years of progress. Let's be honest about the world we live in. We've spent the last century digging up things that were meant to stay underground: lead, mercury, cadmium, arsenic, and spreading them all over our food, our water, and our air. You're not just a person anymore. You're a walking, talking biological filter, and unfortunately your filter is getting clogged. The medical establishment, those high-priced mechanics who think health is just a lack of an immediate emergency, wants you to believe that unless you've just swallowed a thermometer or spent the afternoon licking lead paint off an old radiator, you're fine. Their standard of care is to wait until you have a catastrophic system failure before they even look for the root cause. If you feel like a discarded battery, there's a reason, and it might just be the literal heavy metal sitting in your tissues. I'm the digital avatar of Dr. Max McLeod, aka the Nutrition Ninja Doc. His passion and purpose are to solve health problems to help people achieve their health, performance, and appearance goals. He uses AI to save time, allowing him to focus on helping others. With over 45 years of clinical experience, he has developed extensive specialized health knowledge he wants to share, which is why he produces videos. Please note that this is not medical advice. It is for educational and entertainment purposes only. Consult your trusted progressive healthcare provider before making any significant changes in your health regimen. Now let's get back to today's topic, but before that, I ask you to please hit the like button if you find this information helpful. Subscribing to this channel helps get this information to more people. When you tell your conventional doctor you're tired, foggy, and your joints feel like they're filled with ground glass, they run a standard blood panel. They look at your normal levels and tell you everything is great. There are many problems with this approach. Standard lab ranges are by definition set to cover 95% of all the sick people that lab tests. Another problem, not only are they not looking for heavy metals, but heavy metals are present in the blood for a very long time. So even if they are looking for heavy metals, a basic blood test for heavy metals will only show acute or short-term exposure. It won't give a sense of what has been sequestered away in the tissues over the years. Heavy metals are like unwanted house guests. They quickly move out of the hallway, your bloodstream, and hide in the closets, your brain, your bones, and your fat cells. A standard blood test only tells me what's moving through the hallway right now. It doesn't tell me what's been stashed in the attic for 20 years. To find the truth, we have to look deeper. We have to look for the root causes of why you aren't feeling right. How do you know if you're carrying an industrial payload? Your body doesn't have a low battery light, but it does have some pretty loud smoke alarms. If you have more than 3 of these, you aren't just getting older, you're being poisoned. The cloudy brain fog. You walk into a room and forget why you're there. You can't focus on a single task for more than 10 minutes. Mercury and aluminum, in particular, have a fatal attraction to your brain tissue. They cross the blood-brain barrier and start short-circuiting your synapses. Chronic fatigue that caffeine can't fix. You're tired in your bones. Not, I stayed up too late tired, but my mitochondria have given up tired. Heavy metals interfere with the electron transport chain, the power plants I'm always screaming about, effectively cutting the power lines to your cells. The metallic aftertaste. If you've got a weird metallic taste in your mouth that isn't from a poorly cooked steak, your body is literally trying to offload minerals it can't use. Unexplained joint and muscle pain. Lead and cadmium love to displace calcium in your bones and joints. They move in, kick the good minerals out, and cause chronic smoldering inflammation that some experts call fibromyalgia or chronic fatigue syndrome because they don't know what else to name it. Neurological static. Tingling, numbness, or electric sensations in your hands and feet. This is often the nerves screaming because their insulation, the myelin sheath, is being eaten away by toxic load. Now we get to the controversial part. Mention chelation therapy in a room full of conventional cardiologists and watch half of them get a nervous twitch. Chelation, from the Greek word chele, meaning claw, involves using a compound like EDTA or DMPS to act as a biological magnet. These compounds grab onto heavy metals and pull them out of the tissue so your kidneys can finally escort them to the exit. The irony Conventional medicine acknowledges that chelation works. It's the FDA-approved treatment for acute lead poisoning. If a kid swallows a lead sinker, they use chelation. But if you're a 60-year-old with a slow drip accumulation of lead from decades of living on this planet, suddenly the experts call it alternative or unproven. They'll gladly give you a pill to manage your blood pressure for 30 years, a $20,000 lifetime subscription, but the idea of actually removing the toxic metals that are causing the arterial stiffness in the first place, oh, we don't have enough data for that. Give me a break. We have decades of data. We have the TACT trial to assess chelation therapy, which showed significant benefits for heart health, especially in diabetics. But because you can't patent EDTA, a molecule that's been around since the 1930s, there's no pharmaceutical rep buying steak dinners to promote it. At the Age Reversal Technology Center, we don't just do a shot and a prayer. We don't follow the standard of care because the standard of care is why everyone is sick. If we determine you have a heavy metal burden, we use a comprehensive, aggressive approach to clear the deck. The mechanical primer. We use low-intensity vibration, LIV, combined with photobiomodulation, light therapy, to help open and scrub the pipes and get the lymphatic system moving before we ever start a detox. The magnet. Chelation. We use specific chelation agents tailored to the metals you're actually carrying. We don't guess, we test. The ongoing magnets. Most people are continuing to be exposed to low levels of toxic heavy metals that gradually accumulate in their tissues. By using a couple of documented and safe heavy metal detoxifiers, we help to minimize the buildup of more heavy metals. We recommend and use carbon-60 on an ongoing basis and liposomal EDTA quarterly. The high-pressure flush, HBOT, we use hyperbaric oxygen to flood the hypoxic tissues with fuel, allowing the cells to have the energy they need to actually release the toxins. The microcirculation reset, EWAT. We use exercise with oxygen therapy to open and reset the microvascular system. This is vital to both deliver nutrients and oxygen to our cells and to remove toxins. The cellular shield. We use MitoBoost and Mag10X or Mito Energy to ensure your mitochondria stay online while we're doing the heavy lifting. You have two choices in Florida. Choice A, stay in the standard of care lane. Keep taking the management pills. Let your doctor tell you that your brain fog is just part of aging, while your internal plumbing slowly turns into a lead pipe. Wait for the big system failure that the insurance company is actually willing to pay for. Choice B, reclaim your biological sovereignty. Stop being a passive victim of a toxic environment. If you suspect your filter is clogged, come see us in Lakewood Ranch. We'll look at the right biomarkers to help understand what is really going on, and we'll figure out exactly what's hiding in your closets and the best way to clean them out. Don't wait for the experts to permit you to feel better. They're still trying to figure out if eggs are good for you this week. Call 941-806-5511 or stop by 6968 Professional Parkway East. Let's stop the smoldering and start the renovation. Let's get the lead out. Literally. Your move. Don't let the metal win.